And we are live.
Apparently that's what it says. So hold on a minute. Have a look at normal YouTube-y thing.
YouTube still doesn't say that you're live, so I think it's lagging again.
It could be, yeah. I'm just going to have a look. That's that. Hold on. See, this is what I was kind of thinking of. Hold on a minute. If I do that.
I still don't see it on the YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a look to see. Me, Austrian stacker, yeah. You on YouTube?
So.
Right, hold on. No idea what I'm doing.
Are you sure that this is a live stream and that you are not recording?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've done the right thing.
Okay.
Oh, it says it's live there.
Because I still can't see the live stream on your.
Yeah, I know. This is why I'm desperately having a look for it.
Hello, hello. Cool, I just hijacked your channel, I think.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. I'm just going to check now. We should be live.
But I still don't find it on your channel.
Yes, we are. I got
it. Now I can see it. Okay.
I set it as private, so that's why. Because I didn't want to end up having any issues whilst we're setting stuff up. So. Any issues whilst.
So you need to mute YouTube.
Yep. Okay, cool. I just wanted to hear your voice on the actual YouTube side, so it is my end that I'm having the other issues. So that's okay.
Hi, David.
So, happy 2026.
Happy New Year. Frohes neues Jahr.
So, for everyone, I guess, who's probably going to replay this, no, none of this stuff is staged or rehearsed in any way, shape, or form. It's just you and I having some fun.
So why did we record this end of 2025 and broadcast it on the 3rd of January if it's not staged?
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the thing. David, welcome in. Squirreling Coins as well, welcome in. Austrian Stalker is having a good old, well, I don't know, he's funny. Yeah, I like the guy.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you guys are watching. None of this is scripted. We haven't rehearsed stuff. We haven't really gone into any kind of major topics. The only thing that we have said is that what we're not going to do. So, which is pretty much, we're not going to pick on anyone. We're not going to talk politics. And I think just common sense, really. That's about it. Because I think that's the way we both operate.
Yeah.
Unless it's against each other.
Yes, sir. All right.
So, yeah, I'm turning sideways every now and then just to go into the chat and have a look that way, because I'm running 2 different devices to keep an eye on stuff.
No worries. I have a big screen in front of me, and I have StreamYard on the one half and and the chat on the other half of the screen. So
fair enough. So, first question: what was the very last thing that you bought for yourself for bullion in 2025?
It's actually 2 things because they arrived same day. Yeah.
All right.
So first of all, what I've got was the. Oh, sorry, I'm just turning off the light here. Oops. So was the 2025 China 2026 China Panda.
Awesome. You can't go wrong with the pandas.
So I know that a lot of people don't like pandas, but we said no politics. Yeah, so it's a. Yeah, it's a coin that's easy to sell here. A lot of people collect the pandas, and especially 2026, as China now has very strict rules on export of silver. So I thought it might be a good idea to buy some of these pandas.
Yeah.
Because maybe these are the last ones we can buy here. So, and the second thing I bought was actually the first ever titanium bullion by the Popjoy Mint.
All right.
From 2000. That one was missing, the Millennium coin. That one was missing in my collection, and I finally found one for a decent price. So I bought it.
Wow, that is detailed.
And yeah, I think it's a nice piece. You know, I love the Popjoy Mint, and I collect everything I can get from the Popjoy Mint. So I thought I also need to have this coin.
Fair enough. I'm actually growing more and more towards the Popjoy Mint. I do like a lot of this stuff, and for some reason, the mods, on the precious metal forum, and friends of mine, they'd like to send me stuff from the Popjoy Mint. I have an awful lot of blue bags that say Popjoy Mint on them. A couple that are even black bags from, well, way back when they first started.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's always something lovely in there. I can never complain. But well, those are 2 awesome, pieces. What was the last one made of? Titanium?
Yep.
Wow.
There was the first titanium bullion coin actually.
Oh, ran so far away. Welcome. That is beautiful. Was it a candle?
Yeah, this is the Millennium coin. Yeah, it's actually it should show. Oops.
Yeah.
Come on. No, I think I need to turn it like that. So, from the sundial to the digital clock.
Sundial? So you mean like that one that I have here?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The not chocolate coins ran so far away, and welcome in, by the way, Check Stacker. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. The two coins that I bought were, I'm gonna have to actually switch my camera. 1 second. Let's see if I can just do this so I can have it up close. There we go. So I have the Witchcraft series from Germania Mint.
Oh, okay.
Just because I'm collecting, I don't know why, but I started to collect them, and I do. And
Cool.
They came at the same time. Well, I reviewed them earlier, but I ended up paying for them literally on the 31st. So, and the last one is the Hong Kong Privy Britannia, because I collect
Wow,
every
that's a
year.
cool coin. That's a cool coin.
Yeah. Were you able to get any of those?
No, not yet.
Oh, crikey. Okay. So it's just a lovely collector's, coin. I mean, I guess if you're doing a date run for Britannia's, which I'm trying to backdate it all the way to the very start, then it's something special to have. So yeah. Wow. Yeah. And I got my sundial, as you said, but this is not going to be mine. I'm only the custodian for a very short time.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece of what is it? Gold gilded silver or
gold gilded silver, but
wow.
What really peeved me off about it, and I'm sure you've seen it in 2 videos now, is that this gnome, this little top part that sticks up,
Yeah.
it's actually brass. And they've gold gilded it and stuck it on top of pure 999 silver, which is an actual coin. And so frustrating that they've done that, because they've hidden it and they don't actually say anywhere in the certificate of authenticity or anything else about it. And yeah, it cost me a lot of money. I bought it, I imported it all the way, from Canada. So yeah, but I'm going to be giving it away. So that was always the intention.
That's
anyway.
A beautiful piece. I love this piece. It's really beautiful.
You're in for a chance to win it at the same time as everyone else when the time comes. I'm putting together several boxes. There we go. Just keep reading through little bits of the chat at the moment. Oh, you're already caught up.
Yeah, of course. I'm multitasking.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Jack,
you said you pay me 20 euros more if I care about the chat.
Yeah. Look, just for the record, for everybody, again, Austrian Stacker and myself have both said that pretty much anything that comes into this stack or into this channel, by the way, we're not asking for anything. We don't really want anything. But if someone does decide to do anything, it will go back into the community. Maybe the next time it'll be on his channel. Because it's not about the monetizing. It's not about trying to get any financial gain from this. This is literally just 2 competing friends. And I'll let Austrian Stacker explain that. Just have a little fun with all of you guys, and it's good to interact and have some fun live and see what everyone's saying.
Exactly. So it's not about the money.
Would you like to explain why we compete or how we compete, shall we say? That's quite funny. That's a story.
Actually, you are competing. I don't need to compete because I'm always first. No, actually,
I can show examples that I was first many times.
No, actually, we are competing. We always try to be first with showing new coins, yeah. And whoever is first sends some provoking messages to the other one, telling, "Look, you're again second."
Yep. We've always been friendly about it, though, and that's the thing I like. We don't have to be mean. We don't have to be anything. It's just
exactly.
beat you to it, or dang it.
No, and it's always fun. For example, whenever I upload a video and I know that you already you've already shown the coin in your video, yeah, I know exactly that the first comment within 5 seconds after releasing the video is from you, yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen my video?
Yeah. Well, but the same goes if I've seen it, like on your video, if I've seen that you posted it first, it's like, dang it, you beat me to it again.
Yeah, but what I
So
always love is when I make a stupid comment on your channel telling you, "Look, I was first. I already released my video yesterday," and then you, when you, the biggest favor you can do me is replying, "I have this coin on my desk for 2 days." Yes, because I
I
know that
know.
hurts more.
Well, the thing is, I have a lot of coins behind me that I can't show you guys for obvious reasons. Some are not ready to be released, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, there's a lot of reasons I just cannot show them. And like I do have the Philharmonic that's behind me. Well, I mean, you've already shown it on your channel, haven't you?
Sorry, what was that?
The Philharmonic, the 2026.
2026 film? No, I don't have any 2026 Philharmonics yet.
Oh,
Nope.
I showed it first.
Yeah, you're definitely first.
I'm obviously not going into detail about it, but I showed it first. You know, I got the Krugerins, I have the Maples. I have a lot of stuff that I really can't show anymore because we'll get
Yeah,
into trouble.
that's a so-called boring stuff. Yeah, that's bullion. I mean, that doesn't count.
Is it boring? Really? I find it fun.
No, I don't have any better excuse now. So no,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I think with especially with gold, you will be quicker than I'm at the moment because I have to save my money because we will go to Australia for 3.5 weeks in March, and I need to go to Perth Mint. I need to visit some coin shops there, and so I really need. I have to save my money now.
Well, if it wasn't for my back, I'd be traveling and going with you. Blistering, welcome. It's good to see you, buddy. I don't think I missed anyone yet. Oh, Silver Knight. Sorry, I missed you, bud. Welcome in. So
Jack Stacker, that's the completely right question. Yeah, what's different about the 2026 Philharmonic? Nothing. That's why I said it's boring. Doesn't count.
it's another year. Come on, it's like having a Britannia. It's just
Yeah, I
another
know.
year. It's a low budget coin, and it's as close to what you and I could buy as quote uh spot price, I guess. Because of course we have to pay VAT, we have to then pay the dealer's fees, and then we have to pay shipping or whatever.
Actually, that's an interesting thing. Philharmonics are much cheaper anywhere else in the world but in Austria. The
Really?
problem you have here is that Austrian Mint tries not to compete against their customers. So they usually sell it. The most expensive place to buy silver Philharmonics, especially, is always directly from Austrian Mint. Yeah? So
Oh wow.
seriously, for us, Britannias here are much cheaper than Philharmonics because I would have to import the Philharmonics from Germany. Because if I buy them in Austria, they are far too expensive because Austrian Mint has such a crazy pricing because they don't compete against their customers, against all the precious metal dealers and coin shops.
Wow. I did not know that. I mean,
So the most expensive place to buy silver Philharmonics is directly in the flagship store at Austrian Mint in Vienna.
see, that's absolutely crazy. I know that main dealers here in the UK.
That's why I have tons of Britannias. Yeah, I have far more silver Britannias than silver Philharmonics.
Oh. Well, the dealers here tend to buy, because did you know, by the way, that the Britannias are actually, there's two kind of mints, I guess, for the Britannias. And this is a bit of a controversial thing because a lot of people deny it. There's the US mint that makes Britannias, and then there's the British one in Wales that makes it.
Mm-hmm.
What's different is that the US mint ones don't tend to milk up and have a much better quality control than the UK ones.
That's interesting.
Yep. I find that incredibly bizarre and funny, but it's true. I know that the Silver Trader has done actually a comparison, which he sent to me, and I was blown away. Same year and everything. So yeah. I'm not going to touch on this too much because we're not going to pick on anybody, as we said. And I only have the silver things because I didn't bring out any gold. I got, a 5 gram thing of silver, the pig, and whatever. I actually didn't mean to bring those out, but I left them. Those little tiny gold coins or these plastic things, but in gold backs, whatever. Ah, yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's
my question, or I know the answer because you've already told me. But what is the biggest problem with them being sold in Austria? And why should people really stay away from them? Besides everything that I've already said about them having very little gold in them, they cost a fortune to buy.
yeah.
Why are they such? Why are they so controversial? And we're basically in Europe, as a whole.
I think a major problem is that the whole advertising of this thing is actually the target group for this is, sorry to say, but it's elderly people. Yeah, people who are not really into precious metals and who don't have the skills, yeah, to do online research and find out what is a good investment and what not. And they're aggressively sold in Austria as something, as kind of investment, and they even show pictures how happy your grandkids would be if you pass on this thing to them. And what looks like a big coin, it's almost as big as a 4 ducat coin, is actually not more than 0 point something grams of gold. So this is not worth anything. And the second big problem with this so-called coins is actually, I talked to a coin shop owner who is actually a member of the Austrian Numismatic Society, and I talked to a guy from a precious metal refinery, and both of them told me, said, you cannot extract the gold. The layer of gold between 2 plastic layers, and this is actually just like a foil, yeah, like a gold foil. This is between 2 plastic layers, and he said they do not know how to extract it. Yeah? So you yes, actually technically you have gold, but it's impossible to extract the gold. Yeah, and I asked several PM dealers whenever I went in to see what they have, or when I went into coin shops, I asked them, would you buy this? And everybody said, no, never, ever.
Yeah. Well, just to kind of point out, you can actually, and I do know how to extract either silver or gold. However, even this is, these are 5 grams, of silver on these ones. But the big issue is the amount of time and chemicals that are involved, because I do refining as well, and to get the plastic out of it, I mean, there's a couple of different things. You could incinerate it, but that's toxic for the environment. So there's no real good way to do it.
Yeah.
You incinerate it, it's not going to melt the gold, but if you put it at, let's say, I don't know, 900 degrees in a kiln for an hour or 2 hours, you're going to get a bunch of black smoke out, and all you're going to be left with is a tiny little bit of well, gold.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough to melt the gold.
Exactly, and I think it would be very expensive, and that's the major problem I see. Yeah? So they're selling this as an investment to elderly people, and they think they have a good thing. Then they pass it on to their grandkids, and the grandkids maybe try to sell it, and then they do not find anyone buying this.
Yeah, to me, one of my viewers pointed out the only reason they collect it is they appreciate the designs. Like, again,
Yeah, I
I'm going
understand
back
that.
to the stupid thing, but Year of the Pig, I get it. People like this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
but
It's
this is a nice design. I mean, the thing I've just shown. Yeah, I mean, the queen looks scary. Yeah, I mean, if you ever look at this late at night when it's dark, you get scared if you look at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will show it again. Yeah, have a look. I mean, this is so ugly. Yeah, have a look at this design. I mean, I admire the queen. Yeah, but this is. I mean, have a look at this. Yeah.
God, that is that is
This is so
terrifying.
ugly. Sorry. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, God rest her soul, or whoever rest her soul. Honestly, because I'm not a religious person, but yeah, just wow, that is
Yeah, it's so if I mean if it's for collecting, yeah, and you try to get a series complete or something, I totally understand it, yeah. But what they should stop is, and unfortunately, I did not take a friend of mine is actually a coin shop owner in the second generation, and he showed me the kind of folders they are sending to elderly people, and this is really designed for elderly, clueless people. This is their target group because you can see elderly people with their grandchildren in their arms and so on, and then it's actually advertised as this is the investment into the future of your grandkids, which is not. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Have you ever seen any of Trax NYC? His videos. He owns a jewelers in New York City.
I think so. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, he's a really angry American.
Cool.
Okay, I'm American, but he's always trying to give out gold or silver, and he just recently got attacked, and he's in the hospital. Well, or was in the hospital.
Okay.
Anyway, he would go ape for that because he calls out people and this is one of the main reasons I actually respect the guy. He calls out people for what they are, what they stand for, and if something like that, if someone's targeting elderly people, I mean, I personally would love to get my hands on them and go back to the 80s kind of mentality, grab a belt, who knows? Oh man, you can't do that. Anyone who just targets, there's demographics that are just off limits, right? And that goes for like all of society. It's a normal thing. And if you're targeting elderly people just to make money, wow, that's just stay away from me, because if I ever find out, holy cow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's on the same level for me. It is on the same level like all these scammers calling people and trying to rip them off. Yeah, it's on the same level for me. If you know that these people, or that the majority of these people, yeah, are not able to they do not have the skills, yeah, to start a Google research and try to find out, is this a good investment, yes or no, yeah. And then of course they also don't talk to their kids because they want to do something good for, they want to surprise them, yeah. And then they buy these things. And actually one of the PM one of the guys working in a PM dealer shop I talked to, he told me he had a lady here, and she got this stuff from her, I think it was her mother, and she said they bought this strange gold foil coins with a value of about 5,000 euros. Yeah, can you imagine? And now she doesn't find anyone who wants to buy this thing.
That's that is just horrific. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say without suddenly get my channel ripped apart and shut down.
No, it's really it's people shouldn't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody out there, yeah, go and tell your grandparents before you invest in gold. Please talk to me.
Yeah, definitely seek advice. There are a
Yeah,
lot of people out there in the community that will actually be honest. We don't have agendas. We don't have anything hidden. Um,
exactly.
no, speaking of hidden, I lie. I do have one thing here that was a gift. And if you guys haven't already, noticed this entire setup in front of you, barring a couple of things, i.e., the coins that I've shown earlier and the stuff. All of these are Legrand Mint stuff, by the way. So that was my theme for the whole event today. Austrian Stacker beat me with everything, and he has silver, gold, platinum, titanium. I have titanium in my spine. You have cash on hand by the looks of it.
No, this is actually that that saves all the work I would have to do for my next video, because actually I wanted to talk about what is my 2026 strategy, and I mean this describes it in one sentence. Yeah, I will like with the titanium coin, I will continue buying some collector items, of course, because I love it. But that's not collecting, that's stacking, yeah, because I'm stacking collectibles. So never ever call me collector, yeah. And Ren, if you dare to call me collector in the chat right now, Ren, so far away, I will ban you. No, I will tell he's a moderator here, I will tell the moderator to ban you from this channel.
Yeah.
So no, and of course fractional, yeah. So this is my budget. So I always try to, whenever I have some money left, I try to buy a bit of gold. Now I stopped buying platinum, I have to say, because platinum got too expensive now. But I always try to buy some fractional coins here and there. And why do I have Swiss francs put on in this use this setup? I think considering what's going on at the moment. I think it's also important. First of all, since I started my channel, I always told the people, don't forget to stack cash. Yeah, don't go all in on precious metals, because it doesn't make sense to go all in on precious metals, and then you have an emergency case, and then you have to maybe sell them for less money just to pay bills or something. So please do not forget about stacking cash. But at the moment, I also want to diversify when I stack cash. Yeah, and for us here, the easiest to get is Swiss francs, and this has always been the crisis currency here in Europe throughout every war and everything. So I always also stack a bit of Swiss francs.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. I don't stack Swiss francs, obviously. I have my get out strategy is this. I have an American passport.
Yeah.
Obviously, but again, we're not talking politics, but that's a get out strategy, allegedly. And besides having physical British pounds, I also have American US dollars.
Yeah.
Just because, it depends where I need to be. It's just one of those a safe bet things,
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I can say. I mean, precious metals are all well, they're great. If you're new to stacking, what's your biggest thing? Or let's say stacking. I mean, as you can see here, I'm a collector and stacker. I do both. But I guess if you're new to precious metals, what would be the advice that you would give somebody?
I think the most important learning for me was that you need to know your personal situation, and you need to find a strategy that fits your budget and your situation. Yeah? So if you have credit card debts, please don't think about stacking gold and silver. Get rid of credit card debts. It doesn't make sense to lose all the gainings from all the profit from precious metals 2 times with your credit card interests. Yeah?
Yep.
So that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So don't just follow what you see on some YouTube channels. This is what a lot of people did a long time ago. There were some channels that always said they spread the message like, if you don't buy 1 ounce gold coins, you're not a real stacker. Yeah. And this was the time when I actually started with, I don't know, somewhere here should be a sticker with the hashtag Team Fractional. And I always said, every piece of gold, silver, and platinum counts. Yeah? If you cannot afford to buy 1 ounces, then buy small coins. Yeah? Buy a ducat or buy a 10th-ounce coin, because this also builds up a stack. And over time, the premiums don't matter anymore. And now we reach the point where seriously premiums paid 5 years ago do not matter at all anymore. So the advice I would give is analyze your own situation, talk to more experienced people, and if you're dang rich, yeah, then go to 2is1 or whatever channel and see all the 1 ounce coins and so on. And if you stack on a budget, like 90% of the community, there are also a lot of channels who stack on a budget and who show. And this is the reason why I started my channel. I wanted to show what you can achieve by stacking fractional gold and silver, gold and platinum coins, and yeah, to show, and that's, let's be honest, I think that's more than 90% of the community cannot afford buying 1 ounces every month. Yeah, so I think it's important that we show what you can achieve by buying fractional gold and platinum coins.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. I mean, my budget, of course, is now squeezed. Well, I say my budget hasn't changed. What I'm able to buy now because of my budget is less than what I was able to buy.
Yeah.
Just because precious metals have gone up and up and up.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I think you've given a lot of excellent advice that I would echo. Credit card debt, get that written off. Try to get that just erased. And if you have a lot of it because of whatever, speak to a financial advisor or someone who will be able to help to get that reduced as quickly as you can. I'm not going to try to pretend to give advice. Just get rid of that, then look at the precious metal side of stuff. Don't use your credit card to go into debt to buy it. I know there was, as you say, a couple of channels that promoted it, actually. So, there were people who were saying, look, go all in now, buy as much of it as you can.
Yeah.
And I watched, a couple of people do exactly that and then literally cry, genuinely, that they've lost everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there are some important things, and I was happy enough that I had some people around, their friends and so on, who gave me that advice. Yeah, who are much better in. I'm an engineer. Yeah, I'm a stupid engineer. So, but most of my friends studied economy, so I always ask them for their advice. And one piece of advice was really important to me, and I followed this, and thank God I did. In Austria, is if you have a how do you call it, mortgage on your house. Yeah, mortgage, I think is the right word. As soon as you paid off more than 50% of the value of the house, you are safe. The bank can. It's very difficult for the bank to take your house away, even if you cannot pay, because the guarantee is there. Yeah. So he told me, whatever you do, first try to pay off more than 50% of the mortgage. Then you are safe. And I followed that advice, because you never know what happens. Yeah, you can have an accident, you can lose your job, whatever. Yeah, economy. So I did that, and this is the reason why I started relatively late with stacking. Yeah, and then of course I bought much more, because I knew, okay, I don't need to save so much cash anymore to pay my mortgage, because I'm more or less safe now. So I started relatively late, and this is also a piece of advice that was very important for me. So you should know your local legal situation. Yeah, when are you safe? Yeah, and always try to get in a situation where you have enough reserves for emergency cases, and yeah, where you are safe. So where you cannot lose your house, for example, immediately in a case of emergency.
Yeah. Well, knock on wood, and I'm just incredibly lucky that I was able to pay off all of our mortgage. At the time, when I had my accident.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance company was a joke. That was like my own personal home insurance side of things. Sorry, life insurance, not home insurance. Apologies, I don't want to get that confused. The life insurance was a bit of a joke. 'Cause it's like, oh, we could see that you had a fall, because I slipped down the stairs when we first bought the house, and they said, "Oh, I see that you had a fall, and you bruised your back." Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I broke my back completely, since that point. And I have titanium more than what you've just shown in my back. But yeah, they were saying essentially they just denied me my entire claim, and they refunded me all of the premiums that I've ever paid them. But luckily, because of course the accident, I was hit by a drunk driver. And the circumstances, I got a nice payout, and that's where I put the majority of my precious metals, or that's how I started the precious metal thing, in a bulk kind of sense.
That's probably the smartest thing you could have done back then, yeah, considering where we are now, yeah, price-wise.
It was. I mean, silver was under £9.
Wow.
Gold was only about, I don't know, six or 700. It wasn't even, 600 or 700 an ounce.
Yeah, it's about 900 euros. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of mind-boggling. And I'm just really, really happy. Did everything I could. There we go. So, but oh goodness me, sorry. I left my phone on. So if all of you guys heard that, apologies. The silver trader should know better. That's who was just trying to ring me. And no, I'm not trying to promote him. This is a fun talk, fun discussion. And by the way, yes, the audio side of things was completely my end, because I've just realized why that has just happened. So I can hear you perfectly now.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't want to say it.
Oh, you did? No, I was just pointing out. I did have to listen carefully, but I was listening. Now I could just ignore you.
Well, what I'm wondering is, it's a very polite audience, because usually whenever I'm invited on other channels, where people maybe do not know me that well, whenever I'm invited in live streams, usually after 5 minutes somebody drops in, and the first thing this person usually puts in the comments is, "Who's that guy sounding like Arnie?" I didn't read that today. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that either, and I haven't paid anybody off so that they haven't seen it. Man, it was just one of those kind of really weird things. I think most people know who you are by now. I would hope so, at least. Just because it's all about, I don't know. Like, I've tagged you in. I don't know if you're getting that notification or not, but I'll tag you into a video. I'll link so that other people can see. And that, yeah, we're kind of bouncing, members off of, each other, and seeing who does what first.
No, it's always funny. Yeah, I always, yeah. As said, I always laugh when you reply. I have this card on my desk for I don't know 2 weeks or something. Yes, first.
Yeah, just like oh well. I can't do anything about it. No, I was pretty sure I saw you had the Philharmonic. There was something else then recently you shown the silver and the gold version of. I can't think of what
No,
video that is.
this was one of the subscribers of my channel. He said, you talked about shilling denomination on the Philharmonic. Can you show that? Can you show a coin with denomination in shillings? And this is why I made this video. So I showed actually a Philharmonic in with a shilling and the euro denomination. And
Right.
then I thought, okay, let's also show the silver Philharmonic, and then we saw everything.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
But that's also one of the reasons why I also don't have a lot of 2025 and 2024 Philharmonics, because the last 2 years it's crazy. A lot of people sell off. Obviously, they inherited it from their grandparents or whatever. So they sold off a lot of Philharmonics, and coin shops sold them for at spot. Yeah, the Philharmonics with a denomination in shilling, which doesn't matter because it's the gold value that counts. It doesn't matter if it's 100 euros or 2,000 shilling denomination. So I bought quite a few Philharmonics with a denomination in shillings, and not the newer ones, because they were much cheaper. They were like 5% cheaper.
Oh wow, okay. Well, that's that again is smart buying. That's just experience to know when to hold out and when to buy. That's a great example, by the way.
Yeah. And this is why I always need to say, hey, what's that? That's cool.
Have you never seen this one?
No.
Oh well, the videos never do it justice. But there you go. It's the 2025 moving squirrels from Legrand Mint.
Oh, that's cool.
And it does come out. In fact, you have to be. Goodness me!
Don't destroy it.
No. Well, it just literally drops out, and at the back end there, it's a genuine coin.
Face reveal! Face reveal! Face reveal! We just saw your forehead, yeah. So lift it a bit more.
Was that it? I mean, man, I'm not really bothered about face reveals. That's the entire thing. If you guys want to see how ugly I now look, I'm happy to share it with you guys. But, from all the previous, hold on, watch this. See if I can actually do this here. Front camera. I have no shame. I've lost a heck of a lot of weight since my heart attack, so no shame at all. Here I am. Hello.
Yeah, you look better than ever.
Oh, thank you. Bless my friend. But yeah, I don't hide behind a camera. I know a lot of people don't share, certain things because of whatever.
Job. In my case, it's a job. Yeah, my company does not officially. My company actually doesn't allow us, when you're in a certain hierarchy level, you're not allowed to run private social media channels, which are not aligned with the comms department. So this is the reason why I don't show my face here.
Yeah, and that's fine. I get it. And that's absolutely fine. It's hilarious that some people try to go out of their way to hide it. And then you look at their social media, because there are ways. I mean, you and I both know that you can find somebody. If they have an online presence, there will be a photo of them somewhere. It might be years ago, but yeah.
No, I mean, I'm happy to share my real name with friends. Yeah, so as soon as I'm connected via, I don't know, WhatsApp, or if I give my mobile phone number to somebody, I always also tell them my real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not Arnold, yeah. So you might be disappointed, but can I just say one thing? This is what I wanted to say before I forget it. Yeah, one
Oh,
of
yeah.
these topics, yeah, I need to get rid of. Sorry, is
Good.
a lot of channels are always talking about dollar cost average. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and I just want to mention this here. Yeah, this works for some people, but not for everybody. You can actually also lose money when you do dollar cost averaging. I did this exercise together with two community friends, and because I have an Excel sheet where every piece of silver, gold, and platinum I've ever bought is documented with the price, when I bought it, and so on. And what we did is actually we this what took a lot of time. Yeah? We sat together like 3 hours, and we put in all the prices, and we calculated how much would a would I have to pay for my stack if I did dollar cost averaging? So if I was constantly buying, but in fact I always bought bigger quantities at once when the price was lower.
Yeah.
And we compared this, and if you have the possibility, yeah, to save money and to spend more money at once and buy bigger quantities, like in one case, I bought almost 600 ounces of silver at once because I had a completely unexpected bonus payment, a very nice one. And at that time, the silver price crashed down to 13 euros per ounce. So I took my whole bonus and my whole bonus payment and bought silver at that time. If I would have done dollar cost averaging, I would have lost so much money. So please have in mind there are also other ways, like waiting for the price to go down, yeah, for a price correction, or for a I think you call it dip.
Yeah.
And then buy bigger quantities at once. It's also, you should again do your math and analyze it and see what's better for you. Yeah, if your budget is very tight and you have this, I don't know, $80 a month for one coin. Yes, of course, better to have this coin than nothing. Yeah, but if you can afford, or if you have some cash saved, and then there is a good chance because there is a dip, then buy the dip. Yeah, so it's dollar cost averaging. I know a lot of channels preach this, but there is also another way to stack. Yeah.
I think that yeah, I stay away from that entirely. I'm happy you tried it, but no, it's not for me. I haven't actually said what I thought, and on hindsight, what I thought, new stackers would be or should really do. But one of the things to kind of add on to your line would be just stay within your budget. If you are going to be, buying a lot at the same time, still stay within your budget.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is
And
why I
again,
said I always just did this when I received a bonus payment or something, and I did not need it for I don't know, when I did not need to invest it into my house or whatever. Yeah. So when it was simply left there before putting it on the bank, then of course I buy precious metals, but only do it with money if you buy bigger quantities. If you expect that you do not need it within the next months.
yeah, it is crucial. Just yeah. So obviously, stay within your budget. Keep that safeguard at home that we were talking about. The cash. Um, I'll give you. Actually, I got a really good example about that. I needed something. I can't remember what it was. It was something. Oh, that was it. One of our gutters on our house was leaking. And basically, I need to call.
Sorry, there was an issue with the microphone. Can you repeat the last sentence, because we
Yeah,
didn't
no
hear
worries.
the first half of the sentence.
So one of my gutters actually had
Yeah.
a leak, and the issue that I had obviously was you had to call someone up, and Facebook thankfully have a community like tradesmen. So you could ask people in your local area, who do you recommend to do this? And I called a couple of people, and they gave me some silly quotes, but turned out someone actually just down the road said, "Look, I can do it for X amount of money," and he came by, and of course, it was just cash. It was easy to give him cash rather than to mess around with sending him, PayPal or do a bank transfer or whatever. It's just a simple cash thing. He gets all the money. I'm happy. He's happy. And, it made my life easier. And in fact, actually, I now have a tradesman that's going to be coming back to do some gardening work for us later in, the year. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, really excited. But yeah, keep the cash because things like that, absolutely crucial. It's unexpected things. And by the way, cash goes really well if you want to tip and kind of make good friends, like like the tradesman. If you overpay them a little bit more, you suddenly have someone that you can rely on and trust, especially if they've just done a really good job. So cash does go a long way.
Yeah, I think people underestimate the importance of cash. Yeah, it's still we are not cashless yet, and cash still plays an important role into our daily life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people should never forget about cash, and when the people always talk about these scenarios where the currency crashes and these zombie apocalypse scenarios, I'm sorry, but then it doesn't matter if you have 1 ounce of gold more or less, yeah, in that scenario.
That's crazy. I'm just looking at one of the comments that outside someone's local coin shop, there's a line of people trying to sell silver at spot, under spot price. I would have happily joined that queue, especially if I had cash on me. Be like, yeah, thank you. Although that's poaching, customers, and I'm pretty dang sure they wouldn't be really happy with you.
Yeah, that sounds great, Jack. I think that's a nice opportunity to get some pieces you want for your collection.
You could just pick and choose, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
But my biggest advice is don't be picky when it comes to buying. If you're starting off and you just want to get into it to have money for the long haul. So I guess first off, know why you're going into precious metals. Is it the long run? Is it to make money quickly? Is it to pass on to a generation? Is it to invest in your own future? Do you have to sell on later? But whatever reason it is, the one thing I'll say never to actually deny is if you see something that is, I don't know, let's use a British maple, because these things, Britannia, sorry, British maple, my backside. A British Britannia, okay? If it's all milky and is scratched up, which, well, 90% of them are,
yeah,
and it's close to spot, or sometimes spot or under spot, you can't find these, depends on where you're looking. Just be careful it's not fake. Then buy that by all means, because people like myself will happily say, look, I'll take that horrible piece of, milky spotted rubbish of silver and turn it into a bar for you. So we usually pay spot at least, a lot of people, well, obviously I tried to get it for under spot, but you never really find it here in the UK. So spot price, I'm lucky if I can get it at that. So
yeah. I think that's a very good point there, because a lot of people they really think a silver coin lost its value because of scratches or because of milk spots or whatever. This is just the case if you have high premium numismatic or semi-numismatic stuff. But I think it's really important what you just said, that it's about the intrinsic value, yeah, and this is not lost because of scratches.
No, and just because it may look ugly or whatever, once you melt it down and put it into a bar or put it into something like this, I know I'm showing off my dragon because I'm proud of it. Okay, and look, it's the first time I've successfully, no, second stone, I guess I successfully put first pearl um, into a dragon, and that's a real pearl. So yeah,
Wow.
you can turn it into genuine artwork, and or jewelry for that matter. You can wear it. So something ugly. There's people that make rings out of them. There's people that will make anything out of it.
Yeah.
Or just will pay even more for it. If you bought silver, even at the height of 2020, which was what, like 30 pounds an ounce or something like that. It nearly got up to that. Well, people were flipping out and really excited, and then it crashed, so to speak, and they thought, oh, that was it. It's not going to happen for another generation. And then here we are. That if you would have bought silver at the spot, yeah, you'd still be laughing, because even if you resold it for spot, um, you've more than doubled your money. So
Yeah, and I mean, I think there is one thing I would add to this solid piece of advice, which is like you said, don't be picky. But when it comes to high premium collectibles, know your market and know what you can sell where you're living. I had this discussion with a young stacker who actually has some relatives in the US, so he frequently flew to the US, and he bought, I mean, in his case, it's easier because he takes it back to the US, but he bought some high premium collector pieces there, to find out that in Austria he would just get actually spot for it, yeah, because they
oh,
have they are not recognized as numismatic coins here, yeah. So he would get spot for it, yeah. So there was a video from, I don't recall the guy's name, who went through a lot of coin shops all over Europe, and he was surprised that nobody would pay more than melt actually for US constitutional silver.
wow.
And it's very interesting. I think it's very important to know where do you want to sell this, yeah. If
Yeah.
you if it's a souvenir or something. I bought a coin in Dubai. I know that nobody would pay me the premiums I paid for this coin here, yeah. But it's a souvenir, yeah, because I travel a lot to the Emirates for business, and I wanted to have this as kind of souvenir. So I know exactly I don't get the money back, yeah. But you should not do this with significant amounts of money you might need later, yeah. So I think it's also very important to know your local market before you start buying all these nice things you see on YouTube, because a lot of these things are really just nice. Yeah, you will never ever get the premiums back if you sell them here in Austria or in Czech Republic or wherever. Yeah, but maybe in the US or in Asia, you people or collectors are happy to pay a lot of money for these coins.
Yeah. I mean, you have to know the market, know where you can sell it to. I don't know about you guys over there, but I know trying to ship stuff back home to America. Um, right now, we're having to pay taxes
Yeah,
just to ship it. So I've put a block on my website to say I'm not shipping to America. I'll ship to Canada, but I'm not shipping to America, because I'm not going to pay the taxes just because the receiver might decide, oh, look, I don't want to pay it. And even if, so essentially, I'm paying their taxes for them ahead of time. And it just doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Yeah, this a lot of things got much more difficult since this trade war between the US actually the rest of the world. Since you have the one started with import fees, then the other ones put taxes and customs and fees on it, and then you have these tariffs and all these things. Why this drives me nuts is because it was so great in our community. I remember all the coin trades I did with people from the US. My first 2 Morgan silver dollars are from coin trades with people who wanted to have Maria Theresa dollars. So I sent them to the US. They sent back a Morgan dollar. And so on, yeah, and this is all gone now, yeah, because I'm not willing to pay 20 euros import tax for a stupid coin, yeah, with a value of maybe 30 euros, yeah.
If you're lucky, yeah. The silver traders just put that, coins or, basically any kind of bullion from America at the moment. It's really hard to get into the UK as well. It's, all the dealers are struggling to obtain stuff. So it's like, just everyone in general, if you take a look around, it's hilarious. Just how random they'll suddenly pop up on someone's website, for instance. But who gets it first? You never know. I know it's a nod back to our competition. There you go.
No, but I really liked it. It's always whenever I get a coin and I know that there are some coins where you know exactly that. Yeah, the other one is waiting. The other one is waiting for this coin as well, and then it's always like, yes.
I could just see it right now. You're going to be going down to your local coin dealer or whoever, and like, hey, look, you got that Philharmonic. I need to do it before John does his video. Oh.
No, I have to admit, I actually did something like that. There is my favorite coin dealer in. Now I will not mention it now because then everybody knows who it is, and I promised them not to talk about it. So,
yes.
They contacted me, and actually they wanted to do sponsored product reviews, and I told them, I said, look, sorry, my channel is not monetized, and I do not do any sponsored things here on my channel. That's a decision I made a long time ago. But there is one thing where you could help me, and I would mention that I bought it from you. This is the only thing. I want to pay for all my stuff. The only thing is, can you ship it a day earlier so that I have it on the release date?
Yep. Well, see, that's why I'm actually really grateful to the Silver Trader. He sends me all the coins that he's buying in, and whether or not I'm actually going to buy them or not, that's a different matter. But I get to review everything, and I'm under no pressure at all to say if something's good or bad. And I've said on a lot of things. In fact, the last video I said, which was, I think right behind me. Is it in here? Yeah. What was it? It was a spotted leopard. A spotted hyena, sorry. Here it is. Got it. I knew it was behind me. And I said it's a lovely coin overall, but this matting thing is it's horrible. Now, that's probably not going to help his sales. It might help his sales as well, but at the end of the day, I'm just being honest and open and transparent. He gives me absolute freedom to say whatever the heck I like, because just that way. I'm not pushing his products onto anybody. I'm showing a whole range of products, more than most people can show. Speaking of like kind of products and things, I know, of course, I'm showing a lot. Well, my theme today is Legrand Mint, and the reason I actually picked it as a theme for today is that if you're buying premium, silver, it's my favorite. And I haven't actually said that ever. So there you go. There's an exclusive there. And why is it my favorite? Because it's so cheap. you pay for a Britannia or something, okay? And if I actually go on, hold on a second, I'm gonna at the same time have a look on Martin's website. Probably a really dumb thing to do, but I'm gonna do it. And see here, find out something from. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look at this. So we have. Where is this little snake? There we go. This dude here. This is the gecko, or sorry, chameleon. Apologies. On his website at the moment, it's £98.49. And again, I'm not trying to push and promote or do anything. But you take a look at his Britannias. So I'm trying to find a basic Britannia. £77.75. So for a premium three-dimensional, with a really high relief coin, okay, you're not paying that much more for it than what you're paying for Britannia, in my mind. I appreciate, yes, it's more money, but as a collector, compared to some other companies that will, again, for a 1 ounce coin, maybe charge you at the moment £300-400, you're like, stick with the Britannia, thank you. Or have a look if you really want something fancy and nice. Look at the Legrand Mint stuff. Ali, the owner, is an amazing guy, and as I said, the only thing that I have is a gift, which it was going to be given away at one point because it came and the box was broken as well. That's the only thing I've kept of his. Everything else I've given away if he's ever sent it to me, because I bought everything that you see in front of you. Mine is that one gift. But I'll still say if something's rubbish, it's rubbish.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly why I saw too many channels, that then started telling you, there is a specific mint. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, because everybody following my channel knows that I don't like this mint. But really, there were jokes made already in our community about, did they ever sell a single coin, or do they just produce to give it for free to the content creators on YouTube? Because whenever they release a new coin, you can hear it on 20 different channels. That's the best coin ever minted, yeah. And I don't like that. But also with regards to collecting, yeah, that's also something I think you should consider if your major goal is to pass on the precious metals to the next generation. Then I think it's important to keep the stack as simple as possible. If the next generation is not interested in coins, I had a great experience. I told it before. One of my friends is a coin shop owner, and there was a man coming in, and he said, look, I was retired now, and I got a huge payment from my company, and I want actually to invest X euros. I don't recall how much it was, but it was significant. Yeah, so it was not a small amount. He said, what can you offer me? Yeah? And he said, okay, you're in a coin shop, yeah, you are not in a precious metal dealer shop, yeah? So I don't sell the cheap low premium stuff, yeah. I don't sell bullion here. So do your kids know anything about numismatics, and do they know how to sell this and how to go into auctions? And he said no, they have no idea and they do not care. And I said, okay, please then go, I don't know, to Austrian Mint or to one of the big precious metal dealers and buy bullion, buy Philharmonics, buy Britannias, whatever, because this everybody can sell this, even somebody who has no clue about numismatics. And this is what I liked so much. And I said, yes, you're completely right. That's probably an advice you should also give people, that if the only goal while you're stacking is to generate wealth you can pass on to the next generation, and the next generation is not interested in numismatics, then please keep it as simple as possible.
Absolutely. Luckily for me, my boys are very much into the precious metals. I'm considered the bank of dad when it comes to buying precious metals, because they'll come to me and they'll be like, right, I want to buy an ounce of silver. And I'll be like, okay. And of course, I have a really stupid price for them, which I know a lot of you guys are going to run.
Yeah.
I say, right, okay, give me £20 for an ounce. So they give me £20 for every ounce at the moment. Before it was £10. It's now up to 20 because the price has jumped. But there you go. So they have a safe each, and it's full. And they keep looking at it, going, "Oh, should I sell?" I said, "Well, no. It's overall. Just hold on to it, save it till you're 30, see what happens. Just pretend it's not there. Keep coming to the bank at that, and you can buy whatever I have. And I have boxes of stuff that they can just go through and pick whatever they want out. And if they want gold, they can trade me in so much silver, and that's it. So I let them decide, but they then look it up online and like, oh my God, Dad, you did how much? Just enjoy. So
Yeah.
they enjoy a whole, eclectic
Yeah.
variety, really. And it's interesting because some of them, well, let's say some of them, one of my boys likes highly detailed things. And he's asked me on a regular basis to make him lots of stuff. The other one is, well, I'll just stick with something very, easy, It's like, okay, fine, fair enough. So, like, my youngest, he wouldn't, my youngest would love this, the squirrel that I was showing earlier, this bit. And my oldest, not so much. So, yeah, it's just, and my wife, well, all the precious metals are going, to my boys. So,
I thought into handbags or something.
yeah, honestly.
I just would like to refer to one of the questions that Stamus put in the chat. He said, "What about the people who can't afford 1 ounce gold coins, and what about the young collectors?" Ren, I think here you're at the right address. I mean, have a look at most of these coins. Here you can see all of the coins here on the table, yeah, which is the biggest part of my stack is 10th ounce gold coins. Yeah, this is how I built up my stack. The times where I buy 1 ounce gold coins are long over. Yeah, I bought 1 ounce gold coins when gold was at 1,300 or 1,200 euros an ounce, and this was when I could afford a gold coin every now and then. Yeah, and now we're far away from that. So now I'm buying. This is my budget now. Yeah, 10th ounce gold coins and ducats. So I think this is how you should start. Yeah. So if you have what is it now? I think around 400 euros. If you have 400 euros left, then buy a 10th ounce gold coin. And don't wait too long, because at the moment the prices, I mean, now there was a huge correction, but again, I always recommend, young stackers buy fractional gold coins, but first pay off your debts.
Absolutely. And don't put it on your credit card
Exactly.
Unless you could afford to pay it off at the end of the month. Yeah, because you don't want to pay the interest on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 1/10, absolutely. I am with you. Like, well, I'll say 99.9% at the moment. I've fallen in love, and this is the smallest denomination I would say to anybody to buy is 1 gram. A genuine 1 gram. And at the moment, I've gone for a premium 1 gram bar. You may have seen it on my videos. It's the Geiger bars.
Yes.
And I love them. They have a security code. There's a UV light, that you can shine on the back to verify it. I just think that they're fun. So with me buying everything else in the process, my budget, I said, well, look, I'm not going to pay 380 something pounds, at the moment for a 1/10 of an ounce of, Britannia, because I collect Britannias. So I'll just buy the Geiger, and then I'll continue to buy all the silver at the same time, and I'm staying in my budget. I'm fine. So that works for me at the moment. I could stretch it, but then why? I don't see a point.
I agree, and I think. I mean, to be honest, I also bought quite a few 1 gram bars, and there is a. I mean, here are some of them. I have them in a box, so I bought quite a few of them.
Oh,
So,
right, yeah.
and the reason why I bought 1 gram bars is I actually had a discussion with my wife, and my wife doesn't care about stacking at all. Yeah, so from time to time she says, "Oh, also order a 10th ounce coin for me." So I think she has now 6 1/10 ounce coins over the last 21 years or something, but it's better than no stack. So she doesn't care about stacking at all. But she said a very smart thing. Yeah, this was at the time when I bought a few 1 ounce coins. Was years ago, yeah, when it was much cheaper. And she said, but if the price goes up and up and up, and who will buy this coin?
Yep.
And I could not answer the question. I thought this was in that second. I felt like the most stupid person on earth. And I said, yes, you're completely right. Because if the thing happens, we all hope for, yeah, that gold and silver shoot the moon. If this happens, who the hell will buy a 1 ounce gold coin? You lost 90% of potential buyers. And this is the reason why I also start buying these smaller coins. And this was long before I couldn't afford to buy 1 ounce coins anymore. So then I already started to buy smaller coins, first quarter ounce and then 10th ounce and then even 1 grams, because my major goal is actually I want to use I want to sell my stack piece by piece when I'm retired, yeah, to support my retirement, yeah, travels and vacation and so on. And she's completely right. She said, but also, do you always need like 5,000 euros at once? Isn't it more that you need like 300 euros here, 200 euros there? And she's right. So I do not need to sell the big coins. I can sell one smaller coin for 400 and I can keep the rest.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think that's why it makes complete sense. No, that's not English. It's a good thing to buy 1 gram coin. Sorry, I do not get this into a correct sentence now.
No. You're fine. It is correct sense. It makes your logic is perfectly fine. There's nothing that I would dispute at all on that. That's your goal. That's what's going to happen. Mine is obviously to pass it on, to my boys and my family. So, as I've always said, I'm just the gatekeeper of all of this precious metals, all the shiny stuff, and as someone said once, and I don't know, stuck in my head, the shiny stuff thing. I'm going to add one big thing onto that, because even though first off, I also do like there are some half gram coins. I know it's half gram, but I do like them, and I bought them, and I actually paid just a tiny bit over. Luckily, now because it's shot up, I'm in the money even if I sell at a spot price, and they are just a genuine coin. They're not, in plastic. But the big thing is that I want to say to everyone is be really, really careful. I'm going to give you a sneak premiere. Now, you've already seen, Bud, what I'm about to show you, because I think I sent you a couple of photos.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make a big deal of this because there will be a proper video out, everyone. But here we go. We have Johnson Matthey silver bars. Okay. I mean, they look beautiful, don't they?
Yeah, I love this silver bars.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we just get the boring stuff here, yeah, the ugly stuff that nobody wants.
And what about like one ounce metal ore, for the gold? I haven't even pulled the foil off of that yet. Or how about 1 ounce Atmex? Let's put them side by side. You can see the differences there. Because nice American one, right?
Yeah, all nice stuff.
All fake. All of those that I've just shown you.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil us, so
I know. Thank you. I know. Thank you.
You built it up so well, so I didn't want to spoil her.
No, I appreciate it. All of them are fake, and I'll be sharing that later. And they pass next RF. They are not magnetic, so they're heavily plated. Just be careful. Know where you're buying it from. Buy from reputable dealers like your friend, the silver trader, just big reputable dealers. And if you're unsure, get it checked. Because I have heard stories, not from the silver trader, or whatever, but I've heard stories of other dealers across the globe that have sold customers like secondhand items or something, and it turns out that they were fake. Not they didn't do it intentionally, mind you, but that could really tarnish the heck out of something. So, the Chinese are who are the producers. And by the way, yes, I know I bought it directly from them. They're getting really, really good at fakes. Some of the 1 ounce bars, and I'll go into it later in a video, but they can have about 400 to 700 pounds worth of actual gold in a 1 ounce bar, just to fool the XRF, the Sigmas, the whatever. And people will think, oh yeah, it's it's so easy to tell. No, it's not. It can easily get passed, and it can easily go into your collection. So just buy from a reputable dealer, for God's sakes. Just even if it's going to be that little bit more, your peace of mind, your security, it's your money. Do whatever the heck you like with it, but that's my advice.
Yeah, I think that's very good advice, because all over Europe we have this problem now. The more expensive precious metals get, the more the markets get. Silver Trader said, "Just call me Martin, John." And I said, "Hi, Silver Trader. Sorry, Martin." And he replies, "Hi, Alter."
I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at some of these kind of weird emoji things. It's Scammo.
Yeah, that's Stamos Gemes. He's a nice guy, but he cannot stop putting these emojis in the chat. Yeah, I banned him. I timed out him for this. I timed out him for this for several times. He doesn't learn it.
Oh, it's all right. It's all fun and games, and it's just a good chat.
Look, what I'm showing here. This is the problem we have in Austria. Yeah? It's actually, if you have a look at the details, yeah, it's. I can say it's also a fake, yeah, but if you have a look at the details, yeah, it's really, the details are really nice. Yeah, the only problem they have is they do not care. Yeah, so obviously they still people take them. Yeah, so if I take one of these magnet slides, that's what happens. Yeah, so
I could hear it. Yeah.
So it's at least it's magnetic, yeah, so it's much easier to identify it as a fake. Yeah, but also here, yeah, there are some Eastern European countries that got famous. I'm not sure if they are proud of it, but they got famous for especially Austrian silver coin fakes.
I need to get a cover like that put on mine, because I've had this one, I don't know, for I don't know how many years. Mine was one of the very original designs made of his desk. So, yeah. The magnetic slides. Gotta love them.
I think Silver Trader speaks a bit German.
He does. He's I told you he would be in anyway. And if there was anything that you got stuck on or hung up on for a word, he would translate it for you. So
yeah, it's good to know. Okay.
So that was kind of my backup, my safety net.
Bayerisch. Bayerisch is actually, that in the part of Austria where I'm living, in Upper Austria, Lower Austria, we actually speak a form of Bavarian. So we have our dialect is very similar to the Bavarian. I'm not talking about Munich, but this how to call it, countryside Bavarian. This is very similar to our dialect as well.
Yeah.
So when we talk to Bavarians, we talk in our dialect. Yeah, we understand each other. Niederbayern, yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness me. Well, there you go. You definitely have another fan who's probably going to be, stalking you now on YouTube, writing silly things. Actually, he doesn't have time really for any of this. So I'm actually really impressed that he's here today.
But Silvertrade, you're British or you're German or?
I could answer, but I'm not gonna because I don't know how much he wants me to actually give him for advice.
Austrian speaking. That's by the way, that's Renzo English. You're English, okay? That's Renzo Faraway's favorite beer, Zwickel. I took him to a nice pub in my hometown, and I needed to remove him from that pub by force. Yeah, after I think 25 Zwickels.
There you go.
Cool.
So, yeah, but no, Martin is a really approachable guy. So he's always busy. Well, he's usually busy. And I'll stick by my first part. He's always busy, so he's taking time out to do this. But again, approachable. Just a really cool guy. Kind of like your dealer there as well. Someone you could actually ask a question and get an honest answer. So,
That's great.
But anyway, look, bud, I actually just noticed what time it is and how far we have gone within this.
Wow, it's already 1.5 hours. Yeah, wow.
I know, and I was planning an hour. I thought, that'll be long enough.
Do you pay me more now because it's already half an hour longer? So.
No, I'm not paying you at all. I can't remember who it was. It doesn't Logan Paul or whatever. It's not a fixed conversation or match, whatever. Goodness me. So, but yeah, I would love to do this again. I'll have a different setup next time if you're up for it, and we could do it on your channel or mine. Again, I'm not bothered which. But if you guys, the viewers, found this interesting and entertaining, let us know, because this is something that I've enjoyed it. What about yourself, bud?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that I figured out how to fix the audio and everything else, yeah. Oh, goodness me. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up for everyone. You should still be backstage once or in communication. You know how this thing works. Once we end it, but yeah, I'm gonna say be careful, everyone. Stock safely. Stay within your budget. And I'll let you say the final words, bud.
I was not prepared for that. Keep stacking, and and if you want to see the coins first, subscribe to my channel.
Oh, no way. Well, subscribe to his channel anyway because he's a really cool guy. So, goodness me. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Smash that thumbs up button.
Bye.
Bye.